Hey man, a lot could change within a few months, Rice. And I liked you. And you know what? This is not a big deal. This isn't a big deal at all. Rice, he took the L. He took the L in this battle. Idubbz was a little bit more prepared, and Rice took the L. But we're gonna discuss this video. What exactly did Rice do wrong? This is like forensics. This is beef forensics on what led up to the massive L that Rice took. And I like Rice. I like Rice better than Idubbbz for obvious reasons. Rice, I don't know, man. It's just kind of like, dude, you can't come after somebody in a video, and this is his first mistake. He came after Idubbbz, and I don't even think Idubbbz was even thinking about him. He was just like, dude, if you diss me, you know what's gonna happen, man. And the problem with that is that it set off a chain reaction where Idubbbz basically, he had all the time in the world to just make a video that's going to nuke Rice's empire. He nuked him, right? And even deeper than that, Rice should have actually attacked. If you're gonna say something, just attack, because at this point, he might as well. I mean, he should have just dropped the diss track even before he knew Idubbbz was going to attack him for sure. Just attack, and that would have put Idubbbz in a position where he didn't have that much time to think. He's just reactionary. He's got like 2 months. No, not 2 months. 2 weeks to come back with something, or everybody's going to say he lost. Idubbbz had a year. He had a whole freaking year to come up with his video on Ricegum, and Rice only had a couple of weeks. I mean, I think he responded in a couple of days, to come up with his response. So just by saying something and giving him the idea of attacking you, but not really pressing the issue to make him have to actually release a video right off the bat, made it where you gave him too much time to think. You got to put the pressure on people, dude. And that's the thing. That's the reason why he lost. It's because he's Asian. That's an Asian response. It's like it's one of those things where it's like the yin and yang. It's like, I'm not going to attack you unless you attack me. Like, it's like everything needs to be balanced. It's like, if you think somebody's going to attack you, it's the American way. Everybody knows. Everybody's dad teaches them. If you think the guy's going to hit you, you hit him first. You bust him in the mouth first, because that gives you the best chance. Every dad in America teaches you that, except for Asian dads. And you know how I know this? Because I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki, which was like really a good book that everybody should read. But he said his poor dad, which was his Asian dad, taught him one really good lesson. He's still smart even though he didn't know about money, right? He said because his dad was a principal, and he was like, his poor dad taught that kids that get into fights in his school, they everybody says their parents tell them to hit back, right? But they never tell them how hard. It's about how hard you hit back. You don't hit too hard so that things escalate. You hit them just as hard as they hit you, and things, stay equal, and you don't have to fight. And that's bullshit. That's what Rice's his poor dad taught him, is to never hit first hard. You hit him as hard as you can so he doesn't recover, Rice, or you don't say anything. And if you're going to warn somebody, you just start working on your diss track. But he didn't work on his diss track. You know why? Because he's in California. And you know why he's in California? Because he wants to live with his white friends who smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? The dude that he lives with, I forget his name, but he's like the most chill white dude. He's a hippie. And that's not good for your career. Like, you want to be hungry. Like, the guy Idubbbz, he's around all nerds. Like, he's friends with PewDiePie. All these people that take their craft very, very seriously. Not that the other dude doesn't take his craft seriously, but he's too chill, man. You can tell he has his medical marijuana license, and Rice got sucked into that. It's too he's in the mansion. It's too laid back, bro. It's too laid back. And that's the reason why he let it slip. The old Rice wouldn't have let this slip. He would have been working. You know what I mean? And so now let's look at it even deeper. So why is it because he's Asian? You know, not just his philosophy on war, his philosophy on battlemanship. It's his philosophy on how to even respond to racism. It was like Idubbz baited him in. Idubbz baited him in. He was like talking about his Asian eyes, and he did it sarcastically. Rice didn't even need to even respond to that. You know, he did it in that video. It's like, oh, you want me to talk about your Asian eyes or your Asian boy eyes or whatever. He said it in a weird way. I can't rephrase it exactly how he said it, but he said it, right? And Rice took the bait and he started talking about white people. And dude, you never talk about white people, bro. Not as a group. Not like that, because all the people that are watching this, what color you think they are? And that's the reason why Rice took 1 million thumbs down on his videos. It's not just because he took an L. It's because he also started talking about white people. And that's the reason why he lost, because he's Asian. You can't do that, dude. You took the bait. And nothing he said, if it was even funny, it would have probably went over well. But he just went with the typical stuff. He could have just left it personal. Like he said, Idubbz looks like a school shooter. I like that. I like those type of jokes. That works for me. I thought that was funny. Leave it like that. He didn't even have to say, "Oh, everything you're saying is so white." And no, just leave it. You like a school shooter, and he does look like a school shooter. He looks like a school shooter. But okay, so and everybody's like, "Oh, well, he got 1 million dislikes on his video." Yeah, he talked about white people. If he was in China or Vietnam or something like that, that would have went over well. They would have been, oh, yeah, that's so funny. But here, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. He alienated his own fans. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal, man. Oh my God, Ricegum, you squandered it. I don't think his career's over, but dude, this is huge, man. This was a massive L, dude. What were you thinking, Rice? You should have been working on your craft. You should have been working on your videos this whole time. You gave him a year, bro. You don't warn people. That's the military. They never give warning shots. They shoot you in the head. If you think he's coming for you, you shoot him in the head. Well, no, wait. Let's back that up for a second. I don't want this video to be like demonetized. But dude, you come for the jugular. You don't warn people. Dude, if you come for me, I'm gonna come for you. But I'm not really worried about it. But if you come for me, I'm gonna really give you like the best diss ever. So just letting you know. Look at Idubbz right now. You think he cares about warnings? You set yourself up, and he didn't even. I really think it took him a year though to make his video, because he wasn't even thinking about Ricegum at all. Like he was somewhere in Idubbz land, jerking off, fingering his shotguns. He has a massive gun collection, and he's really angry. Oh my God! Like I seen him do the shooting the Keemster gnome with the shotgun. It's such an angry video. It's like, dude, what do you have to be angry about? You're a millionaire, and yeah. And here's a picture of 50 Cent versus Wendy Williams. You should probably check out that beef too. But back to the Ricegum. It's like, dude, if you're going to come for somebody, and that's the main point of the video that I'm gonna ram home. This is something that everybody needs to learn. If you're gonna say something, don't give warning shots. You listen to your American dad, your rich dad. and you hit them in the mouth first, and you just keep hitting them until they're diminished. Don't give them any chances. All right? Rice didn't do that. He tried to be yin and yang with it, and he paid for it with his life, his YouTube life, because he's never going to be the same. He's still getting followers, but like, I think Idubbz is getting like 5 times the amount of followers now that Rice is getting on YouTube. He's going to catch Rice here in the near future, and if Rice didn't open up his mouth, he wouldn't have gotten hit in it. And I like Rice, but this is a huge deal. This is a big deal, man. This is huge. You weren't up for the task, man. You need to start getting hungry, get out of that mansion, dude, and just get back in the studio, bro.